PNC Sports First is brought to you by 76 Circle K.
Hey, hop day. Good evening, Guam. Blake Watson alongside you this evening. As always, thanks for tuning in. Brand new Fast. That in just a bit. First, though, news out of the USA Women's Rugby. They have a Guam tie, does the news, as Coach Peter Baguetta will helm up the U.S. Rugby Women's Eagles squad. Former Guam resident and former USA Women's Rugby defensive assistant coach Peter Baguetta has moved up to the position of head coach for the Women's Eagles. Baguetta has coached with the Eagles alongside head coach Pete Steinberg, who was on personal leave during the duration of the tour for several years, including at the 2014 World Cup, and has worked along with young players at the National All-Star competitions to adapt the requirements of the senior international test level to better prepare himself and the players for the dynamic expected on the December tour, sponsored by Atavis. He took the head coach role for the Eagles' final match at this summer's Super Series, that in August. The former JFK Islander will coach 6 veterans of the Women's Rugby World Cup 2014 roster. There he is with his high school, Gonzaga College Preparatory, a high school out of D.C. He will return to France with the U.S. They finished 6th last year. With him will return Kate Daly. She captained the Eagles for the starting 15 in 3 matches before her World Cup campaign and was halted due to an injury. And she's back with the national team, having helped out her team, Old Blue of New York, to a runner-up finish this past summer. And now, moving on to our day's episode of Fast, presented to you each and every Tuesday and Thursday right here on PNC Sports First. Tonight, let's shoot lights out with St. Paul Lady Warrior, lovely Nilo Oban. Check it out.
Hi, my name is Lovely Nilo Oban. I am 12 years old and I play for St. Paul's basketball team.
How would you describe yourself in 3 words?
Humble, competitive, and fun. Yeah.
Who's your favorite athlete?
Stephen Curry.
What do you like about the particular sport you're playing?
Basketball is really fun and it's a team sport, and yeah.
Do you have a signature move? And if so, what do you call it?
I like to do behind the back.
Who's the top person that gave you advice on the sport that you're playing now?
My coaches, Coach Long and Coach Nate.
Who's your favorite sports team and why?
Golden State Warriors.
How do you go about preparing yourself before a game?
Usually I just pray and then I eat and I hydrate.
What is your most memorable game or sports experience?
Well, there was a game last year against St. John's and I scored a buzzer beater, so we won.
How do you handle winning or losing a game?
I cry sometimes and I think of what I did wrong so I could get better for the next game.
Do you have a second sport?
Volleyball.
What's your least favorite thing about being in sports?
Well, when I come home late after a game or practice and I have like a lot of homework to do.
When you're not playing or when you're in the off season, what is it that you like to do?
I just study or I'm with my friends.
Lightning round questions.
Blue, Filipino. You and Me by Marky Bassey. Apple. Jerseys. School.
Fast is brought to you by 76 Circle K, Panda Express, and Subway.
I want to send a shout out to Lovely again for the time you can catch her and her team, the St. Paul Lady Warriors, as they do battle tomorrow night in the 3rd place consolation game up at UOG's Calvo Fieldhouse. That for the IIAG High School Girls Basketball 3rd place game. That'll wrap it up for me, for Fast, and for the rest of the crew. Until tomorrow, we welcome in the weekend together, and until then, stay dry. My name is Blake Watson. See you at the game.
PNC Sports First is brought to you by 76 Circle K.